Hello, I'm Carissa Baker. Today I am presenting information about my practicum experience for the Master of Arts in Professional and Technical Communication program. In this presentation, I'll talk about my position at the UNT Office of the Registrar, my most recent project involving the undergraduate catalog, how I utilized what I've learned through the MA program to conclude this project, and some of the challenges that I faced. For the purpose of this practicum, I was allowed to utilize my current position as Communication Specialist with the Office of the Registrar. I applied for the position using the UNT job board and went through first a phone interview and then an in-person interview with key stakeholders both within the department and from other colleges. I work specifically on the catalog and curriculum support team. My teammates collaborate with colleges and departments across the Denton and Frisco campuses to ensure both undergraduate and graduate curriculum is accurate and adheres to the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board regulations. We also work with Degree Audit to ensure requirements set forth for students to graduate are clear and communicated appropriately through the catalog. My daily job responsibilities include managing multiple communication avenues, loosely editing curriculum content according to a general catalog style guide, providing technical support for the software systems we use, and updating approved changes to both the undergraduate and graduate catalogs. Primarily, our team uses elements of Microsoft Office, Teams, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Visio, and SharePoint for communication and collaboration. For day-to-day operations, we utilize Modern Campus's Curriculum Solutions, Curriculog, and Acalog. Curriculog is a curriculum proposal management system which integrates with Acalog, a curriculum content management system. Finally, we use Adobe InDesign and Acrobat for creating downloadable online versions of the catalog each year. While these specific tools are not regularly used, having working knowledge and efficient skills in both is a requirement for completing yearly tasks. One of my main projects this semester was providing cleanup solutions for the music education degree. This program came to my attention due to its breadth and depth of the requirements covered in a single content page. The College of Music also offers a performance degree, which has each specialization separated into individual content pages, making it easier to consume. The existing program was extensive, requiring a dedicated anchor menu featuring each specialization at the top of the page. The complete program included a total of 7 heading levels, making the page lengthy and difficult to manage. At the time, the best way to use the page was to utilize the search function within a given browser to locate a known heading. The purpose of this project was to make the content easier for students to navigate and understand the requirements for their respective specializations. Additionally, separating out the specializations into individual content pages allows faculty and staff the opportunity to process changes through our system more concisely. Finally, giving each specialization its own content page more closely aligns with systems already set up by other areas such as advising and degree audit. First, I identified the content that would be applicable across all content pages and created a hidden content page. This shared page would then be applied to each specialization as inline text. Finally, I worked my way through each specialization, recreating the content as its own page. Acalog doesn't have a great feature for importing program content, so the work was completed manually. The new specialization content page contains only that specialization, so the need for navigation anchors is eliminated. Also, the content is condensed to 4 levels of headings instead of the previous 7. Furthermore, the page length is cut by 30% and allows users to only focus on their intended specialization. The final product is a series of 6 public-facing content pages that include the same basic requirements for the degree and each of varying specializations. The content will be accessible online with the 2022-2023 undergraduate academic catalog via catalog.unt.edu in early May. Through this project, I learned the value of thinking through how I would explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it before I actually do it. I couldn't simply create a solution to a problem and then work out the implementation with my team, who knows the jargon and backend software well. Think about a math equation. It has only one correct answer, but there are multiple ways to arrive at that answer, and of course, the work must be shown. However, the person following the process to reach the answer may not understand all the steps taken. This means the fastest solution may not always be the best. Similarly, I had to process through the solution from the perspective of the stakeholders, anticipating knowledge gaps, questions, and how the solution would work best for them. I couldn't simply solve a problem and execute a solution. I had to create the solution with the explanation in mind. My coursework was absolutely key in the success of this project. Here are a few courses that I found most relevant. TECM 5200 Content Management led me to uncover the need for the cleanup solution in the first place. While a formal content audit was not performed on the entire catalog, certain principles such as clarity and access were at the forefront of thought when casually assessing updates. TECM 5170 Grants and Proposals taught me the value of clear baseline logic. I utilized this when I first pitched the cleanup solution for the music education degree by identifying where we were with a complex content page, where we wanted to be a simple content page, and the benefits: ease of use for students, ease of use for faculty making changes to the content in the future, and ease of use for staff when updating approved changes. TECM 5191 Digital Literacies taught me the value of organizing shared content in a way that minimizes repetitive content creation. For this project, I was able to create elements for the music education degree in a single instance, and then apply to each specialization content page. A few of my biggest challenges for this project were acquiring stakeholder buy-in, communicating technical details of software, and assessing the best way to organize the structured content without compromising the integrity of the intended layout. Stakeholders were cautious to make changes to the appearance of the music education degree because our office had not previously communicated best practices for program development from a technical standpoint. Additionally, communicating these technical details required acknowledgement of a learning curve on the stakeholders' part. This in turn meant figuring out how best to present information in terms that were clear and easy to understand. Finally, due to the complex nature of the music education degree, creating and implementing a plan for application of reusable content proved tricky. Accolog has many features, but also many limitations. Organizing the information in a way that made sense for users required thinking outside the box and making use of Accolog features in unconventional ways. A few things that would have improved the semester's experience include having clear definitions of terminology and clearly defined style guides. One problematic issue I encountered was the multiple definitions of the word program. Within our software system, a program refers to how content is arranged. However, most curriculum stakeholders know program to mean the overall degree. Once I realized this barrier and clearly communicated what a program is on the back end of our software, I quickly received approval to make the changes. Another issue is the loose style guidelines we use within the catalog. Because the setup of degrees and programs are not clearly defined for colleges and departments, consistency is hard to maintain, and changes that improve that consistency are even harder to get approved. I'd like to conclude by emphasizing the collaboration between members of my immediate team. My teammates are open to discussion about needed changes, knowledgeable of historical record, and eager to try new, more efficient means of work. I am also extremely grateful for the opportunity to use my existing position in my pursuit of the Professional and Technical Communication MA. Thank you so much for watching my presentation.